Hello and welcome to Late Night Creatures, the only late night show where I draw creatures and it's late night and there's creatures and all that stuff. Give me 1 second to run a few technical things. Too much information, but I had to run to the restroom and so I came back and it was like 11 and so I'm still getting some stuff worked out, but I'm not going to start late. Anywho, back to business. So, today, as it is December, it's the winter season. So, I think we should start off this December. I'm going to try and do some wintry themed episodes. I think we're just going to start off with a general theme of snow. So, without further ado, let's get into it. So, snow. Snow is great. I really love snow. A lot of people don't, especially down here in the South. But I really like snow. So I think we should start off with just your classic snowman. Just I'm gonna start roughing in the little bottom parts here where the snow is sort of clumped up, and he's inserted into the local snow. It's where he meets the snow. I think we're just gonna. That's gross. Nah, that's fine. And I think we're just gonna get this basic, sort of saggy snowman shape here. Aw. Nah, he's looking like a cutie. All right. I'm gonna actually bring these arms up a little more. He's gonna be one of those frosty snowmans. Okay. So let me talk. So, I mean, you don't really have a choice. Yes, this is the Real Cube Tours channel. Thank you for asking and making sure. Couple things about Frosty the Snowman. That movie makes me mad, and here's why. Because you can't make a snowman like that. Well, you probably can, but it's very hard, especially if you don't get a lot of snow. Because Frosty's like his arms were snow, and he had legs, and he was sculpted in. It was an actual work of art, and I've tried to do it many a times, but I could never actually get there. So this is going to be the equivalent to that for me. I can't do it in real life, but I will do it in Drawland, where the people are beautiful. Not all of them, actually. In fact, if it's Late Night Creatures Land, most of them aren't. This snowman probably won't be an exception. But you have so I'm giving him an eye patch, as you can see, because this isn't your normal snowman. No. This is a tough snowman. This snowman has seen some stuff. This is his third winter he's survived, which is why he's sort of sagging a bit. It's because he's basically seen war. He's fought against summertime like it's the plague. On the topic of summer fighting winter, the movie Year Without a Santa Claus, which features I think it's Cold Miser. I forget if it's Freeze Miser or Cold Miser or what it is. And then there's Heat Miser. It's a very underrated movie, I think, because it's one of those like claymation ones. I forget the guys who do those. Get him sort of a vacant. Yeah, that's great. I forget who do those, but it's one of those ones. The same people do like Rudolph and well, Rudolph's probably the biggest one. The guys who did Rudolph and what the other one where it's like Santa's origins. Santa Claus is coming to town. Those two. I'm tired. Those two movies. They did one called Year Without Santa Claus. It's a great movie, and I recommend you watch it around Christmas time, cause it really he wouldn't be smiling, cause it's really good, and there's a lot of good songs in it, including the Cold Miser and Heat Miser songs, where they're basically fighting each other song wise. They aren't like in the same room, but they have the same melody. It's just different lyrics and different verse to match their respective temperatures, and it's a very clever thing, and it's great. He's still smiling, but you know what? I think that's just sort of where I'm leaning for his character. So we'll let him be for now. I might change my mind later. If you heard that, that's been happening, and I don't know what it is. It's not my computer, and so I don't really want to mess with it. If you heard it, if you didn't hear it, don't worry about what I just said. Uh, so we have this wonderful. Well, I wouldn't say wonderful. But we have this snowman. I wanted to know which kid made him because he is. That kid is sadistic. It's a sick child. I like him. We should draw him next, and we will. That's official. So here he is. That's a good face. I'm gonna make this look a little more connected because I didn't do a very good job. But I think maybe if we just there we go. That's better. So I don't know why I'm thinking about this now, but I use very good not very good. I use very thick a very thick pen. I don't know why I'm getting paused. I use a very thick pen when I do late night creatures, and I don't know if anyone who's like privy to art might have noticed that, and you might wonder why. And it's because it's easier for me to see, and I think it reads better to the audience, and also I don't have to zoom as much. Although I do zoom a lot, it's sort of the thing that I zoom a good amount, but I don't think I have to zoom as much when I'm using the bigger brush because it's easier to see what I'm doing. But whenever I make the pictures, the finalized pictures for the thumbnails and what have you, I always go back over it all with a smaller brush so it looks a bit more, I guess, professional would be the word. So I'm trying something here. So I have, he's a snowman, and so he has his little broom, but the broom has a bit of a secret. My heater just turned on. I'm not sure. Let me check something. I don't think you can hear the heater. My heater just turned on. I'm kind of just saying everything that's happening in this episode. I'm not sure why. This is a gun. This is a broom gun. Because he went to war. And so he has a broom gun. So it comes down to here. And there it is. And he's got a broom gun. That was what I was trying to say. But then my house distracted me. You can't see my house. I forgot. I also have a green screen, so you can't see my house. I always forget. I think you might be able to hear it a bit now. Not sure. I don't know why I'm drawing attention to it. That was the dumb thing to do. But you know what? This is a dumb show. In a good way. I think Late Night Creatures is stupid in all the best ways. It's not, the pinnacle of society or content creation. But it's just fun. I enjoy it a lot. I always enjoy doing this, even on days where I don't want to do it, and I'm like, I'm really not feeling it. I start and I'm immediately like, nope, this is a great thing that I'm very lucky to get to do every week, to have the time to do it, even though sometimes, like this week, it's not the time I usually do it. It's still nice to be able to. I want to do something different with these hands, so I'm going to, because no one can stop me. This is my show, so it's a good time. But I want to do something a bit different with these hands. I want to make them a little more grabby. There we go. This looks good. Give a nice fat thumb. Bring that back around. That should bring that lower. I'm just trying to poop out a semi-coherent hand real quick. There we go. There we go. And for this one, since we've sort of gone with this war-torn snowman here, bring this up here. And There we go. So it's melted, you see. And I actually here will also we'll also bring this and sort of make a little. I don't want to use this word. It's just a bag. I was gonna use the word catheter, but it's in the wrong spot for that. And so he has this little bag, and then it's attached to a different bag. It's this whole mechanism that catches the water from his melty arm, you see, and yeah, that's what we're looking at here. There we go. If anyone saw this drawing, they might get what that is. It'll probably look better with color. Anywho, let's move on to. I said we were gonna draw the child who made the snowman. So let's put him in real quick. Let's see. That's a shape. He's gonna be a big boy. He's gonna be a nice starry-eyed tyke. Just looking for some winter fun. Oh my. Yay. Good times. Awesome. So there he is. Our little tyke. He's a good boy, probably. Although with the why there's give me a minute. There's surely a psychological reason that he made the snowman like this. I don't know what it is, but I'm sure it's there. It's just one of those things. So, oh no, he looks like an insect. Oh no. I'm doing that thing where I say a thing and it becomes the thing that's going on. He looks like an insect, and so this is not. Ooh, what happened there? Something weird. Oh. He looks like an insect, and so I'm gonna just make him an insect. I'm gonna get one of these little noses like the flies, sort of going off the flies from Hollow Knight. Go here. It's got this little. This is not a snow themed episode anymore, but it technically is. Here, I'll make it snow themed again. Make it snow themed again real quick. Yeah. I think that didn't go well. Make him snow themed again real quick. I'll give him a nice little stocking cap here. Oh, that's adorable. Now he's ready for fun in the snow. Once I am actually finished drawing the thing that I'm drawing. Another trend of late night creatures, and I think really live drawing in general, is that when you have an idea, you want to talk about it and you want to discuss like what you're doing. But drawing takes time, especially drawing things that need to bend and curve around things you've already drawn. And so you're talking about what it is. There we go. There we go. He's ready for winter. This says fly on it. See, it's a pun because he's a cool kid, but then also he's just an actual fly. Boy. I want to make him a little more. I need to change how those look. I need to make him a little more, you know. I think he's surprised because I think this is a Frosty the Snowman situation where once he put the little bag on there, he sort of, or no, once he slapped the eye patch on there, he came to life and became a disgruntled Snowmanton Junction. Just trying to see how I want to do these eyebrows. There we go. Great. This is a good little snow boy. Yes, he is. I would build a snowman with him. There would be no Frozen type of disparities if he asked me to build a snowman. I can tell you that much. So that looks awful, what I just did. I'm gonna leave that how it is. So now I gotta draw this bug body, which I don't draw bug bodies that much, if ever. So so they have they have the middle bit, the abdomen, and they got the big bit, which is the thorax. This is becoming a spider. That's all right. That's very large. I know. I swooped that the wrong way, and they got the big. There we go. You got the thorax there, and then so I'm actually going to. Yeah, I was talking about using a thick brush earlier. I'm actually going to increase my brush size. There it goes. To make life easier on myself. Just real quick, get in the legs, and I guess in this situation, since he is a bug boy, the arms. So then he'll have 4 legs to stand on in the snow, or 3 more, 6. Wait. Okay. I remembered how bugs worked. I wasn't sure I'd get there. I remembered how insects work. There we go. That's what he's doing. All right, and then I can bring that brush size back down so I can make him sort of standing in the snow a bit more, making the assumption that it's sort of just he's hanging out deep in the snow. That's the implication. Is that he loves the snow. He's ankle deep in the snow, having a nice time. I'm gonna add some more snow drift, sort of like I did by the snowman for him. Make that look a little nicer. And I have some ideas. Idea number 1 is mittens. First mittens, I'd say. As I always say, mittens before spiky legs. Because I'm about to do. Dang it! I spoiled it. I'm about to do the spiky fly legs, but I wanted to get the mittens on there first, so I didn't have to erase any spikies. It makes my life easier, and that's the trick. And I think he has a snowball because he was gonna add more because he's a monster. He's gonna add more to the snowman, but then then it came to life and he was like, I probably shouldn't do that. He already seems like he's having a bit of a rough time, despite his smile. A lot about him says that he is not enjoying his time here with me. This is definitely not a Frosty the Snowman scenario. I'm trying to look at it, make it look like he sort of just pulled it out. Perfect. All right, now I'm going to go back to that bigger brush that I had. I can just do the little fly legs there. Great. That actually looks all right. That looks better than I honestly thought it would, considering it's the first time I've ever done it. One of the great parts about Late Night Creatures is that since it's live, there's much more of a risk of judgment if I say, you know what, I'm going to do this, and then I go back and say, well, I can't do that because of my drawing ability, so I can't do it. But I can't do that with Late Night Creatures because I have to, if I say it, it's kind of like got to do it at that point. And so it makes me it forces me to challenge myself, which allows me to draw fly legs that are kind of looking like bamboo silhouettes, but not too bad. Could be worse. Yeah. All right. How are we doing on time? We got a lot of time, actually. So what else can I add here? Let's see. So we got a fly. I'm gonna add a horizon, or just a line that indicates where stuff is. There we go. Awesome. And that just sort of goes around, comes down there. So we have our basic snow scene. Gonna add in a couple more of those little drifts to just make this whole thing more of a scene. This is already a fairly cohesive drawing, which is making me happy. So I think the next thing we should do is so snow falls from the sky. I don't know where that came from. Snow falls from the sky, and it falls in snowflakes. So maybe if we drew a snowflake, that would be nice. So let's do that. Snowflakes are crystal structures that are sort of like they're jagged and what have you. So this is how a snowflake go. Then it comes. There's a bit of a circle bit. And then it's sort of it can be any shape you really want. My snowflake is going to have 3 prongs because it and I are both very, very odd. So here he is, and he's very, I'd say frightened would be the right word, because I think he realizes that death is on the horizon. You know, that's the life. The life of a snowflake must be the worst, because it's like you're basically going just to die. You're falling, and then you die, and then that's the life of a snowflake. This is getting morbid, but that's all right. If there was any episode that would get morbid, it's definitely the fun Winter Wonderland Christmas episode. I'm gonna make him look a bit more fleshed out. Maybe add in some fun lines here and there. Make him look. He kind of looking like a sunburst, which is kind of how snowflakes look. They kind of look like an ice sunburst. So he's looking all right. And then maybe then I have another idea. It's a fine idea. So here we go. All right. Just gonna have some fun here, and just gonna flesh out our scene a bit, and yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I've copy and pasted many of these snowflakes because I'm a cheater, and I'm going to scatter them about the skies for all to see. Because, of course I am. Because, I think these snowflakes, they deserve everything that life can and will give them. We'll make this guy going upside down. And put him a good bit in the background so he's not too distracting. He can fly, that looks good. Then we can, then once we're done with this, I think we can probably just move on to shading. Because I have a lot to shade in this one. Because I was like, oh, I'm running low on time. I should draw more things. That'll make me take more time when I actually get to the interesting, to the fun bit. He's going to go sideways, and he'll be kind of far in the background. This sky stinks. This sky, not this guy. This sky is the worst. This would not be a good place to just sort of hang out. It's not a good hangout spot. Not a good hangout spot in the slightest. And he'll also go this way, but then be sort of, yeah. So there we go. That's our wonderful snowflake gallery. I guess would be the right word. I'm not really sure. So since it's winter, I'm going to shoot for a light blue for shading. This time around. Let me get my nice big boy brush. And let's start shading. I'm going to shade, this is too small. I'm going to shade from, I'll turn that down a bit more. There we go. Had to get the color just right before I start shading in. I'm glad that you like the fly guy. He's a good gentleman. All right. So yeah, we're coming to a close here. I think this is a fun one. I honestly, going into it, I'll be honest with you guys, I didn't expect this one to turn out that fun, but yeah, boy, it took a turn, I will say. It went to many places I was not expecting. And that's the great part about this show, is you never know what's really gonna happen, because that's sort of just how it all works. Yeah. I'm sorry that it wasn't on Wednesday, but you know, who knows? Maybe, I don't know. I've considered changing the date from Wednesday because recently it's been much more of a conflicting date than it used to be. And it might be better to start doing it at a different date, but I haven't finalized any of that decision making yet. But if I do, I'll be sure to inform the masses. On that note, I don't think I've plugged myself in a long time. So, of course, I'm here on YouTube. That's where Late Night Creatures is. But as far as my art that isn't this, when I do actually post stuff, it's on Twitter at Cube Tortoise and Instagram also at Cube Tortoise. And I don't want to really plug myself, but I don't really have much else to do while I'm shading. And also, we got to that point in the conversation naturally, so it doesn't bother me that much right now. But yeah, if there are any people in here who haven't really seen my stuff before and you stuck around, I'd like to welcome you. I'm glad that you guys were able to come and see us, and yeah, just sort of stick around. We have fun. I like to believe this is a fun show that we do here. We run a tight shift. Not really. We're pretty loosey goosey with most all of our things. Um. Uh. Gee, my throat hurts really bad. I've been using my voice a lot recently, so it's gonna be nice. I'm gonna try and take a bit of a break from using it tomorrow, probably, because I need to. I'm really excited for Christmas. Smash Ultimate came out, and I was very distressed to see that Woblo is not even a DLC character. Woblo is the character that I created and basically told Nintendo to include, but it appears they didn't heed my warnings, and so now Matsuhiro Sakurai is on my list. So just watch out. I can't do anything. I don't want to get in trouble. I can't do anything to Masahiro Sakurai. I can't. Also, if we actually put Woblo in the game, that'd be really funny, and I'd be really confused along with the rest of the world. That's me saying, hey, the offer's still open. So, give me a ring. We can discuss character rights and what have you. I make this joke, but if tomorrow Masahiro Sakurai called me, I'd probably hang up on him. I'd be too scared. Boy. All right, well, we're winding down here. I appreciate all of you being with me. I'm quickly finishing up these snowflakes. The shading's getting worse on the snowflakes, I won't lie, but it's all right. Awesome. Well, I would like to thank all of you so much for joining me today. This has been a fun one. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm glad you could all stop by. And yeah, that's really it. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.